Hi, it's Caitlin, and yes, it's time for a new release from Beetlejuice Lacquer. This month, the launch will be on September 20th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will include all of the specific details down in the description, and these polishes should be available through any of the various stockists that work with Beetlejuice Lacquer. And the theme is Beetlejuice, which I absolutely love. The Beetlejuice collection has 9 polishes, and then there will also be some mystery bags available. And I'll include the details about how those mystery bags work down below, but I have 2 of the 9 that you can get. They all have ghost flakes and UP, aka unicorn pea, so they're all like a sheer formulation with that really sparkly unicorn pea shimmer, which I personally really love. And I almost forgot, but how could I? There is a pediatric cancer charity polish, which I absolutely love. It's a very special polish because Sarah lost her cousin when he was quite young to cancer, and so he loves SpongeBob, and so she sort of had this tradition of creating these charity polishes with a SpongeBob nail polish theme in honor of him. So let's just get into the nail polish. I thought I would start with the pediatric cancer charity polish. This one is Goofy Goober, and if you know SpongeBob, you'll know that this is inspired by SpongeBob, and this inspiration for the polish is Sarah's cousin who passed away before they could see the SpongeBob movie together, but she knows he would have loved it. This is an orchid purple with aqua to pink shimmer and scattered hollow. All profits of this polish will be donated to the Childhood Cancer Foundation, and this polish is absolutely gorgeous if you didn't already notice that. I think it has a beautiful soft finish and it builds up perfectly in 3 coats. The shimmer is beautiful. The hollow is not gonna slap you in the face, but it's definitely there. It adds a beautiful sparkle. I am topping off all of my swatches with the Bee's Knees Lacquer. I'm very fast, quick dry top coat, and this top coat is great. It adds a beautiful glossy finish and it does dry very quickly. Let's start with the Beetlejuice collection. We have The Living Usually Won't See the Dead. This one is a bright orange with green microflake shimmer. So this has really beautiful opacity. This one is super bright. It's really, really bright. I'm excited for you to see it. The shimmer is also beautiful. It's very visible. The larger microflake style shimmer really lets those colors pop out, and I really love the shifts that you get. I was happy with this polish in 2 coats, but I know most people would want to see it in 3, so I'm giving you what you want. You definitely can get away with it in 2 if you have shorter nails, but if you have a very visible free edge, you'll likely need 3. This polish does dry down just a tiny bit dull, and as you can see, the top coat definitely enhances the shimmer and creates a beautiful finish. I did not experience any issues with staining at all with this polish. Next up we have I Myself Am Strange and Unusual, which is like the international slogan for quirky emo girls, at least ones of a certain age. And this polish is a blackened turquoise lion sibling with the same red to green shimmer, and it has a ton of hollow flakes in there. So to my eye, this is definitely appearing as like a hunter green. It's a beautiful color. I think it just allows the shimmer and the hollow flakes to really pop out. And the opacity on this is absolutely fantastic. I think everyone will be happy with this in 2 coats. It covers beautifully. I did not experience any issues with staining. And the hollow flakes are quite rainbowy. They had a beautiful sparkle in the sun, which thankfully was out when I was swatching. Now we're going to look at Make My Millennium, which is just an amazing quote from the movie. It's a dark teal with glowy blue shimmer. Sorry, I took like an iron supplement and it's like stuck in my throat. You know, when you get a pill stuck in your throat, it's the worst. Not a great time, but whatever. This polish is really beautiful. It is on the sheer side, but it will build up nicely. This one is really bright. The shimmer kind of matches the base color, so it gives a really beautiful glow. And yeah, it's just a really bee's kneesy kind of polish. I just feel like this is the kind of thing that they do really well. And like I said, it's super glowy, has a really good formula, has really nice coverage in 3 coats, and it definitely has like a grungy undertone to it. Now we'll take a look at My Whole Life is a Dark Room, which is another amazing quote from the movie. This is a dusty periwinkle with a subtle blue shimmer. So this has kind of got like a eggplanty, dusty eggplanty kind of base to it. And the shimmer in here is described as subtle, but it's still definitely visible. And it just creates a really beautiful overall look on the nail. And you will notice that this is quite opaque. So I think generally speaking, 2 coats will do it for everybody. And it has a beautiful formula, buttery, really easy to apply. It does dry down just a tiny bit dull, so top coat will smooth everything out. I didn't experience any staining, and yeah, it's just a really pretty deep shimmer. Moving along, we have Never Trust the Living, and this one's a grungy aqua with soft blue shimmer and a scattering of blue to purple multichrome flakes. There we go. So this one is very sheer. It will build up, but depending on your nails and your preference, this one you might want to layer. You could probably layer it over something like Make My Millennium. That would kind of change it, but you will want to build this up in 3 or 4 coats. The microflake, which I struggled so much to get out of my mouth, the microflake is sparse. That is intentional, and I think it's really pretty and unique. Yeah, I don't know if I've seen anything like this with that sort of sparsity. It just works and makes this a little extra special in my opinion. It is also beautiful. It's a beautiful aqua shade. It builds up, like I said, nicely. You can see on me it works in 3 coats, but for others they'll probably need definitely 3, maybe 4, but hopefully 3. Now we've got Handbook for the Recently Deceased, and this one is a sheer light gray lion cousin with green to pink shimmer and hollow flakes. Now this one was an immediate yes for me. I love the shifts in here. I love the hollow flakes, and I really like that base color. It's just really beautiful, and this is very soft and pretty. It's like an elegant emo kind of vibe. I don't know. I really like it, and it builds up really well in 3 coats. It is like a little on the sheer side, so you know, you might want to use a visible nail line blurring base coat, but for me it looks amazing, obviously, on my small nails because I don't really have any free edge, so 3 coats works for me. This is It's Showtime, which is another great moment from the movie. It's a sheer rich purple with glowy blue microflake shimmer. Now this one is sheer. It is supposed to be sheer. It gives a gorgeous effect in 3 coats if you're into sheer polishes like I am. These kinds of polishes I know are very controversial, but I personally really like them. This one in particular, I absolutely love the microflake shimmer with the purple base. It's just really glowy and pretty, very easy to wear. And this one, I am going to show you 4 coats just because I know some of you would appreciate that, because most people don't have nails like I do. So you can see on 3 coats, this is lovely. But if you want to build it up in 4, it will continue deepening that purple, as you can see there between 3 and 4. So it's definitely workable. If you have more free edge and you want to make it work, you could definitely make it work in 4 coats. It does dry quickly between each application, and yeah, I just think it would work well. This is Proof of the Afterlife, which is a deep violet with copper to gold shimmer and a scattering of silver light reflective glitter. So there is a note here that it may stain and the purple may bleed with a quick dry top coat. I didn't really think that happened, but I don't know if maybe if you use a different quick dry top coat, I don't know. But it looked kind of the same after I applied the top coat and before. So if you have the bee's knees top coat, you should be safe. This is a beautiful polish. I absolutely love the contrast of the base color with the shimmer. The light reflective glitter is very sparingly sprinkled in there. And I didn't find it to be textured in the way that like OG reflective glitter polishes were. So one layer of top coat did smooth everything out for me, and the reflective glitter just adds a pretty twinkle without, taking over from all the other pretty little elements in the polish. And last but certainly not least, we have Beetlejuice. And this one is a sheer neon green with strong orange to green shimmer. This reminds me of, I want to say it's called DNF or something like that from like 2 years ago. Maybe it was like the September or August collection from Bees Knees Lacquer in 2022. But it had unicorn pea and it was super sheer. It kind of looked like, like a golden shower on your fingernails. And this one, I know Beetlejuice would approve of that. So, this one is probably also not going to be everyone's taste. It is definitely sheer. It's intentionally sheer. I'm like in love with it personally. I think it looks so cool on the nail and I just really, really like it. And I know Beetlejuice would approve. So I am going to show it over the Phantom base coat from Bees Knees Lacquer. Definitely works over a white base or a visible nail line blurring base. I would recommend it in 2 coats. That way it'll intensify the color and it does look really pretty. So there's that. There is more video, but I'll let you enjoy Beetlejuice. And here's a full look at the collection before we look at the mysteries. So if you don't want to be spoiled, skip ahead or just exit the video. So the 2 mysteries I have to share out of the 9 are All My Life I Have Been Selfish. This is a deep purple with green to blue sibling unicorn pea and red to green ghost flakes. This is the God and the Gumiho Mystery Bags, inspired by a book by Sophie Kim, and I love these polishes. So the 2 I got are beautiful. These are sheerer polishes because of the unicorn pea. It's like a delicate shimmer pigment, so you need a very sheer base for that to show up, and the formulation of both of these polishes is beautiful. Again, if you're not into sheer polishes, you could certainly layer it, but I'm going to show it in 3 coats. I really love how it comes together on that 3rd coat. It's got a very grungy vibe to it, and yeah, I just love these unicorn pea pigments. They're so beautiful. I know I was talking about pea earlier, but it goes with the theme. And these do dry shiny, but I still recommend top coat. And the second mystery that I got was Crankiness, which is a mid-toned blue with red to green UP and red to green ghost flakes. So again, intentionally sheer. They build up. I did 3, you might want to do 4. If you wanted to do 4, it wouldn't be a problem because the formula dries quickly in between each coat and it should build up nicely. Neither of these mysteries cause staining and they just shimmer so beautifully. I absolutely love the effect of Unicorn Pea, and this one in particular gave off the rainbow of colors. Depending on the lighting, I definitely saw the green, definitely saw the red, I saw kind of gold, just a whole bunch of colors. Really, really pretty, and I think these are very special and unique polishes. My top picks from the Beetlejuice collection are the living usually won't see the dead. I just love the formula on that. If you're not into sheer polishes, this one wasn't very sheer at all. It had great opacity and the shimmer is stunning. It's super bright. It's really, really fun and I love it. And I couldn't resist Handbook for the Recently Deceased. I just thought that the colors in the shimmer, the shifts were really beautiful, like kind of different. And I also like the gray base, and the hollow flakes just made it very pretty and ethereal and kind of magical. And of course, if you can, definitely pick up Goofy Goober because not only is it beautiful, but it is helping a great cause and it is just a beautiful polish, period. So let me know in the comments what you think of this release. Let me know if you're planning on picking anything up. And I'm loving all of these like Beetlejuice inspired things. I know that Beetlejuice 2 is coming out. I don't hold out any hope for it because sequels very rarely are good. And I think a bug just flew at me. The original is a classic. It's iconic. So anyway, I hope you have a great day wherever you are, and hopefully I will see you in my next video. Bye.